My name is Clayton Rife. This is my wife, Erin, and we hosted small groups for the first iteration, and we're here to share a little bit about our personal experiences.
Always been apparent to me that we as Catholics going to Mass on Sunday, we usually park in the same spot, and then we go and sit down at church in the same spot. We say hello to a few people, and when we go in, we say hello to a few people when we go out. The small groups meeting gives us an opportunity to get to know each other at a much deeper basis.
Being a part of the small group at Holy Apostle has allowed me to connect with other members of the community, creating friendships, and give me another opportunity each week to explore my faith.
We had a small group with couples with young kids, so you can imagine a little extra fun. But we all kind of found that we were going through a lot of this similar, how do we fit God into our everyday life when we've got 1 or 2 kids right now, a spouse, maybe a career.
It was interesting for my group to come together. We were all different ages, all different seasons of our lives, and it was interesting to share our stories.
It's really eye-opening that as we're going through all these different things and learning about our own relationships with Christ and understanding different things about our faith, that no matter what stage of life we're in, we're all kind of going through those same challenges.
To share the gospel every Sunday and to really share intimate things, and there's some things I never thought about. I said, wow, that's a really good point. Never thought about it that way.
I enjoyed just the community that we built. There was women from all different kind of stages of life right now, and they had different backgrounds and how they came up, in their Catholic faith. But I think the one thing that we all had in common was just our desire to have a closer relationship with Jesus and to really grow in our faith.
We found ourselves on a weekly basis meeting with our group, and they were thrilled to meet us on that Wednesday night to say, this is the pick-me-up that I needed. This was the week, or the day in the week that I'm looking forward to get me through the remainder of that week.
For me, it was great too, because we were in a group with all women that everyone was in a different point in their life. Some of us were single, some of us were married, some were married with children, some were expecting their grandchildren, and we were taking from each other's life experiences and intertwining them with our faith.
Personally, it really opened my eyes up to my own relationship with Christ and allowed that to grow, but then also hearing other people's testimonies and experiences that all of us have kind of a imperfectly perfect relationship with Christ, and so it made me feel a little bit more comfortable with my own experiences.
Each week we try to come away with like a little saying, something that we can keep repeating during the week that will, for the rest of that, the week until we meet again, so that it keeps in mind what was the gospel about and what was the lesson that we learned.
On a weekly basis we get together, and it was nice to be able to have Mass and then still kind of revisit, what the Gospels were about that week.
You can get a group of people with the same subject or same question, and you'll get different perspectives of that same question. And so you can find out if you're struggling in some area of your life, how other people handle that struggle, and then suddenly you get this new perspective. You're able to deal with it maybe in a new way, and you also, at the same time, it makes you feel that you're not alone.
We found ourselves having these very intimate conversations in a very non-threatening environment. We found ourselves truly enjoying the experience.